become more wolf-like. So if I'm out in the woods, I'm full-on wolf. Like if I'm with close friends, what's the problem? Around, we do kind of play it as wolves.
Like on all fours?
At times, yes. Sometimes we're two-legged, making wolf vocals and stuff. But here's something I might do when I'm out there as far as a howl.
Sure.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to your boy's channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Mars. So, we're gonna get right into this video. I'm starting this new gig here on the channel titled Needs Work, where it's a series of videos where I just talk about franchises or networks or series or whatever that need work. If you haven't watched the first video in this series, I'll link it up above. Basically, it was about Zeus Network Needs Work. If you don't know what that is, definitely check it out because it's problematic. But in today's video, we're here to talk about The Sims. Yeah, I know, once again. Because the Sims team has been mighty quiet, and the silence is deafening. It's deafening. Cause where I go at? Because y'all be so loud when there's a new kit to announce, when there's a new expansion pack, when there's a new game pack, but silence.
Y'all hear that?
So I made myself a list of things that the Sims team, EA, or whoever's working there can take from me, because the game is in a state right now where it's flopping. To put it plainly, it's flopping. And we need to give it some juice. We need to rejuvenate that, especially if you want the game to continue into The Sims 5. There are some things that need work. Especially because I feel like the Sims team, EA, they can never not find themselves in controversy and mess. There was a whole My Wedding Stories debacle mess earlier this year. Now there's this whole high school years mess. Over the summer there was the werewolves look crazy type of mess. Like there's always something. EA putting restrictions on CC creators, and there's just always something going on, right? Like, is there ever good press? Is there ever good publicity for you guys? Like ever. So I made a little list of like 9 things that I think EA, if you're watching, you guys could work on to improve not only The Sims 4, but the Sims franchise as a whole, because it's tanking. It's going out sad.
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way.
The number one thing that I feel like EA and the Sims team we need to work on is our transparency, our directness. It's great when you guys answer questions on Twitter, you know, asking questions about the pack or answering questions about the packs that may be releasing or bug fixes, whatever the case may be. But right now, we're sitting real silent. We're sitting a little too silent. The state of the game is broken once again. Once again. And nobody's saying anything. Like nothing. What is going on? And I don't know if you guys remember that whole mess from maybe 2 years ago now when Eco Lifestyle came out. Remember when there was that leak? If I can find it, I'll put it here on the screen. When everyone thought it was gonna be cottage living, there was someone who I guess leaked that it was gonna be country living that was like from Target or something. Everyone thought there was gonna be a country pack coming out. And then when everyone found out it was actually Eco Lifestyle, there was uproar in the streets. Like everybody was arguing on Twitter, like, what is this? Ain't nobody asked for this. And you know how they do, right? It's crazy because EA, you guys never clear up any rumors or anything. If there's something out there that's not legit, you don't answer it. If there's bug fixes that need to be fixed, you might answer some of them, but there's bugs in the game that have gone unaddressed, dine out, get to work. There's bugs in the game that have gone unaddressed for years and nobody's saying anything about it. It's like, oh yes, we're aware of the issue, but what are we doing to fix the issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need more transparency as a player base. If something's not legit, say it's not legit. If you don't know what the root of the issue is, say you don't know what the root of the issue is, because it helps your player base connect with the team as a whole. Because if you don't know what's going on, you know, keep it a stat, keep it a bug, and say, you know what, we're gonna work through it, we're gonna try to figure out what's going on, but we really just don't know what's going on. Number 2, the second thing that EA, if you guys need to work on to fix the Sims, especially moving forward, is the Sims community and the EA game changers are not your quality assurance testers. I'm gonna say it again. The Sims community is not your quality assurance testers, okay? Here's my thing with that. If you release a game and people are paying their hard-earned money for it, it shouldn't come out completely broken, i.e. My Wedding Stories, i.e. High School Years. It should come out at least somewhat playable. You see what I'm saying? There should be no bugs and glitches. There should be no weddings that are basically unplayable when that's the whole core gameplay of the pack. You see what I'm saying? Create a sim is cute, build and buy is cute, but when the gameplay is broken, especially in these game packs and these expansion packs, it's a bad look. And this is now the twice just in this year alone. I was trying to be cute and let things slide and let things pass, but now this is twice. You fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, boo-hoo. We about to, like, at this point, let's just fight. At this point, let's just fight. And I really need the game changers, and this is no shade to any of them, because y'all love to say that I'm shading specific people. I really need the game changers to actually understand when you say this is not final software. If you're saying this is not final software a day before the release, baby, at this point it's final software. It's final software. Because what's getting fixed? What is getting fixed? Nothing. Nothing. I'm so tired of seeing these EA game changers. They have to put these little, you know, these, just so you're aware, the game is not final software, to cover their backs and cover EA's tracks, when 9 times out of 10, what you're seeing is the final software, honey. There might be some bugs and some glitches that they might fix before the game comes out, but the way you see the EA game changers play the game is usually how you're going to play the game when it comes out. Look at My Wedding Stories. You saw all them bugs and glitches when it came out. When it was released, them same bugs and glitches was there. Some of them still sitting in that game. Look at High School Years. They were saying that is not final software. When it came out, them bugs and glitches was still sitting in that game. But it's not final software. Let's cut the crap, let's cut the BS. Because you're not doing yourself any favors, and this is why I said number 1 in this list, let's be more transparent. It may not be not final software, but let's say, hey, we're gonna get to this. We might not get to it as quick as we can. We might not have a set date, but we're working on it. Not we're aware of the issue. But anyways, that's beside the point. Let's move into number 3. Number 3, this might be a lesser known one, but even though I was gone, my ear was still to the streets, okay? I was still listening to what the Sims community had going on. I was still seeing what was going on too. And EA, you are foul for creating EA creator codes for your game changers, but not providing any incentive for your customers to use said creator codes. So, let me explain for those of you who may not know. EA had a small selection of people, like Little Simsy, English Simmer, who I do love, do watch their videos. They had them use creator codes for their games, so if you wanted to buy like a kit or a game pack or a stuff pack, you could use their creator code and they would get a percentage of the sale. So I'm not sure how big it was because it was a few months back and it was like a trial run that they were testing. But for whatever reason, EA, well, we know the reason because they're money hungry, but for whatever reason, they didn't create or give customers, the consumer, the player base, the simmers, an incentive to use these creator codes other than, you know, they want to support their favorite creator. Say I was an EA game changer, right? And I had a code, use my code Mars Powers, and I might get, you know, 10 cents or 20 cents or whatever for you buying Island Living or something. Why is there no incentive for the simmer? Normally when you watch YouTubers and they're sponsored by something, you can use their code to get 10% off or 20% off. But with EA and their creator codes, you get nothing. You're supporting your favorite creators. You're helping them, you know, in their pockets. But EA, you already give them benefits and bonuses for being an EA game changer. So this is another incentive that you're giving to them, but you're not giving to your player base for purchasing the game that's already sinking down the toilet. Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. It makes no sense. And then on the flip side of that, I feel like if it's sponsored, it sways the creator's opinion in a way. So if, you know, if they get a creator code and they might get a percentage of the profits from the sales of that pack, I feel like it's gonna sway people's opinions and you know, in these little EA game changer reviews. And that's no tea, no shade to nobody, not at all. But if we gonna keep it a stack, girl, if we gonna keep it a stack, some of y'all's opinions was already swayed before y'all was even getting paid. So if you really better get paid now, your opinions really better be swayed. Just saying. Just saying. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Don't get mad at me. I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. Listen. This is something that was a little lesser known. I'm not sure if they're still going to implement this, but just watch out. If it happens, you heard it here first. You heard it here first, because watch. Number 4, the game needs more cross-pack compatibility. By that I mean, these packs need to work together to create a cohesive game. For whatever reason, that happens very little in this game. They did it well with the werewolves pack, because the werewolves, you know, the vampires, they have like this heated beef or whatever. They just naturally don't like each other. But for the rest of the game, it's not really there. Nothing really happens. It's either you're playing Seasons and you're playing Get Famous, or you're playing Eco Lifestyle and you're playing Snowy Escape. They don't really combine as smoothly or as seamlessly as they could. And I feel like if we're gonna use this, if we're gonna jump ship soon to The Sims 5, what we need more of is cross-pack compatibility. For one, when you have packs that work well together, it gives not only the Simmers a reasons to buy packs together and in bundles, but it gives them a reason to play them together. Like if I don't own vampires, but I hear werewolves have some sort of gameplay with vampires, that makes me want to buy both packs together, right? But if you release a pack that has like really nothing to do and really doesn't touch any of the other packs, that's kind of like an isolating experience, why even buy it? Especially if I'm not really interested in it, you know? Like, come on EA, I'm trying to give y'all business tips one-on-one here. If a pack works well together and it already has a greater interest than say maybe a more niche or maybe more specific pack that really people could care less about or not really give a shit about, if it works well with other packs, people are going to be more interested in it. I can't think of any examples, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have to rap on too long, right? Number 5, the abandonment of these systems that come with these packs or with the base game. We need to work on that. I don't know why we're releasing systems. We're throwing systems at the game, trying to fix the base game because it didn't come out correctly to begin with the first time. And now we're throwing these systems out there, but we're not going back and we're not working on these systems that we're putting out. I think the worst example is Lifestyle that came with Snowy Escape that hardly add much. Like they add like some little details to your sim, right? They're kind of like just glorified traits, but we don't add anything else to them. And that came with an expansion pack, so I get why you probably don't go back to that as much, but you kind of do it with the fame system. Like Get Famous came all the way back out in 2018, but there's always different ways in the game where you can get fame points or get your fame up a little bit. You can be a famous snowboarder, or you can get fame points for snowboarding and skiing and Snowy Escape. You can get fame points for, you know, solving a case and get to work. Like there's so many things to get fame points from the fame system and Get Famous. But with like say the Wants and Fears system, right? Why did you add a system, right, but didn't go back and add no fears to none of these other packs that you released in 2015, 2014 to 2021? Like you just released it in 2022, which is something I requested in my things I need in The Sims 4 before we get the Sims 5 video. So if you haven't watched that, also shameless plug, watch it right here. But why'd you add a Wants and Fear system and most of the fears are like generic fears and they don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. Yet again, we're putting out these systems, we're putting out these wants or whatever, and we're not going back and retailoring them. Most of the fears from that system has to deal with high school. The system from the Social Bunny app, once you're a young adult, apparently there's no purpose for the app. Apparently you have your teen's parents sending them hate messages on the app. That makes no sense. It breaks immersion. Like it seems like with every new pack there's a new system coming out. Eco Lifestyle had the neighborhood action plans. Snowy Escape had the lifestyles. Get Famous had the fame system. Dream Home Decorator had the likes and dislikes. And even with that, it's like, it adds nothing. Nothing at all. Like the work, your Sims get more tense because there's things in the house that they don't like. And like, what is the reason? What is the reason? Because I would like to know. Personally, I would like to know. I just feel like if you're gonna release these packs and you're gonna release these systems, don't just abandon them after the packs come out. Because for one, people don't always buy the packs in order. Most people didn't even start playing the game in 2015 or 2014 when the game came out. I definitely didn't. I don't think I started playing until like 2016, 2017. So if someone starts playing today and buys like Outdoor Retreat and City Living, those packs shouldn't feel old and stale. They should be just as new to the player as later packs such as High School Years, Werewolves, and Cottage Living. But we're abandoning these systems and we're abandoning these packs. And I'm gonna go inside and say, y'all have bugs sitting in some of these packs that have been sitting there for ages at this point. Ages. And y'all not doing nothing about them. When is Dine Out gonna get her due? When is Dine Out gonna properly work? Because if someone's a new player that comes to the game and they're like, oh yes, let me take my Sims out to the restaurants, and it doesn't work, I would feel scammed. I would feel scammed, and rightfully so. As soon as a system comes out or a pack releases with the base game or with a specific pack, it's like we're on to the next kit, we're on to the next game pack, we're on to the next expansion pack. There's only pause between these, what do they call it, these little roadmaps, when the Sims team knows they're wrong and they're not saying anything, like now. Let's look at this past summer. Werewolves came out and did really well and was a really good solid pack. But before we could actually take in what Werewolves was, we couldn't even breathe before y'all were on our necks again talking about High School Years. Oh hey, High School Years is here. Werewolves just came out. Oh no, don't worry about that. High School Years, hey, what's up girl? Hey yeah, grab your lockers, hit the school, grab your school books, cause we're going to school. And it's like, what, girl? Can I breathe? Can I think? Can I play the game? Can I just, you know, chill out and, you know, just relax with my Sims for a minute? Like, damn. And you know what's crazy? They do this all the time. They do this all the time. And it's tiresome. So the abandonment of these packs and the abandonment of the systems that come with these packs gotta go. The next thing that I think the Sims team we need to work on if we're going to move into The Sims 5 or the future of The Sims is that male Sims need more clothes. That's it, point blank period. I'm not going to argue, I'm not going to debate you. There's no reason why females should get so many assets in Create a Sim and male Sims get the very same old basic things. At this point, I'm tired. I'm tired. Because if you don't have no CC, if your computer can't run no CC, at this point you're gonna need like 5 stuff packs just to get the same amount of things that could come with 2 game packs and get all the female Create a Sim assets. I'm tired. I'm tired. Like I'm so tired. Number 8. I think this is number 8. Whatever the case, the mislabeling of packs has gotta go. I'm tired of I feel like I'm the only one talking about it. But these packs are mislabeled like crazy. And when I say mislabeled, I mean there are certain packs in this game that get released that shouldn't be called an expansion pack. That shouldn't be called a game pack. If we're gonna make it, like we're gonna keep it a stack, High School Years is not an expansion pack. I have yet to play it, but I have seen my sister play it. And like, how did you release? Like, how did you release a pack about high school that is far worse than the rabbit hole high school? We can't ask questions in the classroom, but we can build a school. We can't make uniforms for the school, but we can attend said school. You made us, like they made a pack, or EA if you're watching, you made a pack about high school and the high school experience is dull, it's boring, it's non-existent. It's like, girl, did y'all spend y'all budget on the Thrifty and the Depop collaboration? Like what is going on? Because that's nothing to do with high school. It's very Gen Z. And I would love to see this pack in a few years because I feel like it's gonna be dated as hell. It's gonna be dated as hell. Like, it's going to remind us of very circa 2020, 2021, 2022. Like, oh, I'm an e-girl. Oh, this is, it gives Cottage Cortes. It's dark academic. Like, okay, cool, whatever. But the high school experience is lacking. It's not there, which is why I would say it's not even an expansion pack. I don't even think it should have been an expansion pack. Could have been a game pack. Could have been cool, whatever. Because it adds hardly anything. Hardly anything. Island Living is another one that I call out all the time. It's not an expansion pack, babe. It's not an expansion pack. Outdoor Retreat, basically a stuff pack with the world. Basically a stuff pack with the world and maybe a skill, the herbalism skill. Like, listen, EA, if you need me as a creative consultant for any of these packs, holla at your boy, because you know, I will be here. I will help you. But some of these packs that y'all are saying are expansion packs are not expansion packs. If you need the extra $20, just open your mouth and say that. Because I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Snowy Escape, another one. That could have been a game pack. It's a very isolating experience. It doesn't expand on anything. If you're gonna make something an expansion pack, it should be expansive. Hardly any of these expansion packs are doing that. The Sims 4 doesn't even know what an expansion pack is, baby girl, because it barely has any. Crazy. And on side of that, number 9, my final point, these misleading trailers. I'm sorry, I know y'all be saying that not all these images are capable in-game or whatever those little things they put at the bottom of trailers, those fine print, you know, remarks that they put. I get it, but y'all are getting carried away now. Did y'all see in the High School Years trailer where they had that person running in the background on the track? If you're gonna have, that's such a small detail. I don't know if anybody else really caught it like that, but I saw it, EA. I saw it. I haven't really played the pack, but I heard we couldn't run on that track. And if we can't run on that track, why put that detail in the pack? I seriously would like to know. Like, at this point, cut the cameras, because what is the reason? It's like how you tease cars and car parking lots and a bus sitting in front of the high school and gas stations off in the distance in these neighborhoods of these worlds. But there's no cars. Not that I think The Sims 4 needs cars, but there's no cars, but you're teasing them everywhere. If you're gonna release a trailer for the game, let's try our best. I know sometimes we need like some trailer magic to entice the player to really buy the packs. But let's not be misleading now. Let's be legit. Let's be very valid. Because when you're misleading with your product, that's when you get outrage from your consumer, okay? Business 101. I'm not even a business major, didn't really study business, but it's business 101. Again, I don't know who's in charge of, you know, the PR, the content creation, really, or the trailer creation or the marketing for The Sims, but if your product's misleading, there's gonna be an uproar. Simple as that. But these are the things that I think EA, you need to work on. Sims community, we need to be on their necks enforcing some of these things, because I feel like we let a lot of things slide. And if they're gonna be playing these same old games when The Sims 5 comes out, listen, I tried to tell y'all, and at this point I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel like I'll be repeating myself. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below, per usual. Add anything you think could help The Sims game and the franchise improve overall. I feel like there's a lot that needs to be done, but I feel like how long are we gonna really keep pushing down their necks that, you know what, something's gotta give. Because it's like, they do this, it's the same old routine. The same old things keep happening. They push out these kits, they push out these packs, and it's tiresome. I feel like I've said tiresome so many times in this video, but it is so tiresome. I'm so tired. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below. If you like what you see and you want to see more of me, definitely subscribe. Let me know. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.